Greetings, traveler.
But people are so fragile when it comes to that, right? You get a bad test result, suddenly you're an idiot, right? It's just, there's a very big difference between in the moment not doing too well versus you as a person not doing too well, right? Because I'm all for taking responsibility, right? I'll be maybe not the last guy, but one of the last guys to say that, oh, I played that perfectly. There's nothing I could have done better. I tend to be very rough on myself when it comes to assigning the blame. But I'm also fair in that regard and saying, like, that doesn't make me a bad player. That just means I played bad. There's a very big difference between those two. All right. Chat convinces me I suck when I have a bad day. Chat tends to do that. All right, anyways, let's get started. So I love Druid. I love the Druid cards. I love everything Druid brings to the game. But at the same time, if you pick Warrior first, you can't get it second. And I think on average, that just bumps your win rate a bit more. But I love Druid right now. But that's not true, Pill Guy, right? That's a very temporary thing. People start identifying with that. So I strongly disagree with that statement. You don't get dumber. Maybe in the moment, right? You forget something, but that's not getting dumber. Like a temporary loss in performance doesn't make you as a person worse, right? Well, you know, that's maybe poorly worded. But you know what I mean. Not like you're suddenly a bad person, but doesn't make you, in general, less intelligent. Is that an original copy? Yeah, that is an original copy. Burning Crusade. Lich King. Unfortunately, Blizzard stopped printing expansions after that. It's just those three. But they brought back WoW Classic so we can play again. Alright. Something weird happened after Lich King and the game suddenly just stopped. That's weird. My wife doesn't believe me when I tell her it's a temporary loss in performance. Pepe hands, man. Pepe hands. Is that an original Kappa? That was printed... Let me think about when it was printed. 2014? Yeah. A Kappa, I've seen some shit. Okay. I mean, it's probably mage, right? The priest is kind of interesting, but priest hero power is kind of poop. On the other hand, if you get weapons and you can heal yourself, it's pretty OP. We can actually go really heavy into the weapons. Let's actually try this. I don't usually go priest hero power, but let's actually try it. This thing is pretty darn annoying when you can buff it. Battle Rage as a priest. What am I losing to? Dreads is skeptical on tap. I'd be very surprised. I think you might be talking about a certain combination, right? Oh, we're talking about Warrior Warlock. I think it's still strong, right? You just have to pass on weapons. But you can take armor generating shit that's suddenly pretty good. I'm just looking at my losses, right? Like, where did I lose? What happened? You don't find Warlock cards as fun? Oh, wow. I love it, Dreads. Like, oh my lord, is Warlock fun. Just evil genius and shit like that, right? Oh, boy. Also, Rift guy. The kill your minion, take damage equals to the health. That guy's fucking good. I'm trying to. Okay, so I don't mind talking out loud about what I'm thinking because it sounds kind of weird when I'm just looking at this pick. But oh, where do I begin? Because it's more just I don't necessarily think in words when it comes to thinking about the deck. I'm more thinking about just okay, what do I need? How much early game? How much? God, I'm doing a terrible job explaining it. So, how can we win games, right? Part of it is getting ahead on the board early and then snowballing that lead and getting a nice mid game on the board and killing the opponent with that mid game. But if there's enough early game bullshit that can swing the boards significantly enough to your opponent's favor, then all the investments you made in that early game are kind of just obsolete. So another philosophy is to just say, I'm going to pick very, very little early game. I'm going to rely on my ability to get ahead on the board anyway, just by proper play, proper coin timing, and most importantly, good reactive cards such as Scorpion, maybe an Immolation Aura, etc. And then just have higher quality cards on average than my opponent because I didn't draft a lot of early game. That's not like the two schools of thought, but that's just two schools, right? But that's not to say that those are the only two. But those are very common for me when I'm deciding how do I want to draft in any given meta. And there were a lot of metas at the very start where it was super common to draft enough early game and just assume that you get ahead. The problem with that is that you're very draw dependent, as in you draft your early curve, and if you do not hit it, then you're much more likely to lose because there's not a lot of high quality cards left in the deck. It's just a lot of early game that you're going to draw at the wrong time. So it's maybe not the most enjoyable way to play the game. I like it more when the meta allows for me to go less heavy on the early game and start my curve more on 3, right? There were a lot of metas where it was very common to just get 6 good 3 drops or so and just increase the chance that you can have a strong turn 3 and then pick some nice reactive cards. Think of Dragon Maw Scorcher back in the day. That was a very good example in that meta where you could very easily just skip 1s and 2s, and then you'd play your Spider Tank, you'd play your 4-drop, and then you'd Scorcher, swing the board back, and then you'd be fine. So, what I'm just thinking now is I'm going over which cards can I get, which cards do I want, what have I been losing against, how have I been winning, what's been in the decks that I've been doing well. And I would need to actually play properly, so I'm probably just going to get another cup of coffee, and then I'm actually just going to stop talking to chat for a little bit and just think out loud because, yeah, like I said, a 0-3 is very, very, very rarely just bad luck. I know that sounds annoying and that's tough on the ego, but almost every 0-3 is self-inflicted to some degree. And that's okay because we're human and we make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that we have to recognize that and shape up. So I'm currently just going over some decks and I'm comparing how much early game I had, what was my win condition, because I've had a lot of decks do well with a bit faster curve and then just kill the opponents. But then there's another factor in there in that there was just a new BG patch, and then people bought the pass and got the free tickets and played, and a lot of those people did not know how to curve. So then if you hit a curve and they don't, you kind of just win, and that may have just artificially inflated the results of that particular strategy. So that's another thing we have to take into account, where we may have to just start gathering new data. Yeah, but we are talking about perfect play, right? And a lot of the time, you're not experienced enough to evaluate your decisions because we're talking about every single decision, right? We're talking about how did you construct your deck? Did you make any mistakes during the draft? How did you mulligan? Was every mulligan on point? Did you make a mistake on any given hand where you kept one card too many or threw one card too many? We're talking about, did you coin at the right turn every single time? Like, there are so many, even in Hearthstone Arena where the decisions are somewhat limited, there are still so many things that you can affect that it is so incredibly unlikely that you played it perfectly. Being confused. Yeah, but that's why I said, like, we are human and we don't do that, right? But it empowers you in a way, because if you sit here and you say, I went 0-3 and there was absolutely nothing I could have done about it, why do you keep playing? What's the fucking point, right? If there's nothing you could have done. However, if we say, like, okay, it's fair that I went 0-3 because I was really unlucky, but looking at these replays, looking at how I drafted, looking at how I mulliganed, I probably could have done something better. That's empowering, right? Because you can do something different next time. But it's important not to judge yourself for it, because you're human and you're going to make mistakes, right? Okay, so I'll take 2 minutes, get the coffee, and then I'll probably just put the decks on the screen as well. Sorry if it's going too slow, right? But I just want to have a fun... I want to have a fun, like, methodical stream. I don't want to go on tilt and just draft some cards and... oh dear. If I was luckier, I could have made up for my mistakes. Yes, absolutely. But that's not a good mindset, right? Because you cannot affect getting luckier. You always want to turn it into something you can act on, not something you can't. All right, so we're back, and then we will do a proper draft. And it could be that the Warrior Priest doesn't really work, and then we will... I'll probably pick the Imani here, by the way. Because Battle Rage, it still doesn't suit the combo as well. Anyway, so quick bear back, and then I think for this draft we are going to try and go a teensy bit slower and more reactive, because Warrior Priest cards just do that quite well. All right, let's get started. So, as I said, I'm not really gonna go over chat too much, but I will do my very best to think out loud, so should be quite educational either way. So I'm gonna go with the Imani here, because there are still some early games, things like Apotheosis, right, where we can take advantage of it. And Battle Rage doesn't quite work when you're off the board. This is already kind of interesting. I think that Holy Ripple is very good in the meta, especially if we are going to play a style that involves drafting heavier cards. That being said, we have the healing, hero power, we have Gorehowl, and Gorehowl is a value machine. So this is already a good pick where we can look at, do I want to pick Gorehowl to have a bit more of a win condition? Or do I want to pick Holy Ripple and just pick bigger minions and different weapons? And the cool thing is that I haven't played enough in this meta to know for sure, and I have never played this combo. Well, I haven't played this combo, this dual class. So it's just one of those things I don't know. The higher quality card is the Gorehowl, and you could just say, I will rely on drafting similar cards to Ripple. So I think we're going to go for that right now, but I do think that Ripple is probably just phenomenal right now. There's a lot of 1 HP things with Auk Merchants, and getting the health back is also nice. Alright, Twin Tyrant is just like Gorehowl, just, well, not like Gorehowl. This doesn't use your health as a resource, it's a dragon for dragon attack. Chrono Breaker is also very, very nasty, but Twin Tyrant would be better. So I would say, given these first couple picks, that we are already en route to play the archetype we had in mind. Which, honestly, the Gorehowl looks slightly worse now, right? Because we get another big card. We could go with a sneak, but when you're playing this kind of deck, usually just more taunt, more better. Just more taunt, more better. All right, we've got a Brawler, we've got a Taskmaster. Brawler is better on curve, but usually I just try to pick as many pings as I can when I'm playing the no ping combo. So I'll go with the Task. All right, Mind Control is just yet another card that adds to the pile of, if I don't die, you are going to lose, right? There are certain decks where if they don't die, not much happens because they're too low curve. They actually have to do the killing. Just staying alive isn't enough. With this kind of deck, staying alive is enough, right? You'll win eventually. Okay, now Psyche Split is an interesting one for sure, because Psyche Split requires you to have some kind of a board lead. If you're going to rely on drafting a very reactive deck, Psyche Split could be a dead card in your hand. So I think this is the point where you have to identify where the deck is going and say, yeah, Psyche Split's a great value card, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use it as well. You're also going to have some turns where you just play weapons, and on a turn you play a weapon, this is also a dead card because you don't develop anything. So we'll go ahead with the Brawler and have some early game. Usually these decks just get early game based on, I don't want the other card, so I'll just take the early game card. Because if a deck like this happens to play a 2-drop on curve and then a 3-drop on curve, that's super nice, right? That's just kind of a little extra. Sneaky Delinquent is the better card, but we have 0 3-drops and a 3-mana 3/4 is very well statted. The effect is a little sketch. They can give you a coin and all that, but for the most part, I would still pick the Spider Tank statted minion over the just really good 2, but not as required, given that we have 2 2-drops already in a Taskmaster. Cultist is the best card, but once again, it's not really a Cultist kind of deck. I think it will just take Hot Air Balloon. And once again, if we randomly get this early, that's amazing. If not, we just squeeze it in somewhere, because we should have enough value in the deck to support picking a cheap card like that. I'm not sure if Shield of Honor works, once again, if we're not going to be ahead on board. We could just pick this generic 4-drop. This just suffers from Fishy Flyer a lot, right? The 4 HP 4-drops just get Fishy Flyered a lot, which isn't the end of the world. It's also a dragon if we want to do some dragon synergy shenanigans. I just don't know how often I get to shield off. I think I'll just take the curve card. All right, Crimson Hotheads as opposed to Fey Wing is very nice early, for sure. All right, this is definitely a Shavara kind of curve. Broomstick is very good as well. So for this one, I will just quickly have a look at the win rates and check which card scores higher. It's not super reliable right now just because it's dual class and it doesn't know our second combo. I'm pretty sure Broom's going to be rated higher, right? Oh, actually, Broom is a little bit behind. 0.5. I'll take Shavar then. Fine with it. We could pick this underwhelming 3-drop, or we could pick more taunt. I think usually when you have this kind of deck, you just more taunt, more better. I think we just take Flight Master because we might not get another 1-drop, maybe 1 or 2 Arc Merchants. So this is a good example where you could say, oh, we can take the Freshman, we have some 4s already, but this is just a much higher quality card and we don't have to spam the early game. We don't have to hit that 1, so let's very happily take another Hothead. So Lake Treasure is super good, especially when you are pushing early on the board. But whenever I play this kind of deck, I prefer going for stuff like Improve Morale. That being said, Lake Treasure does sort of carry that taunt factor alongside with it, and we have 0 things to play on 5. So this is one of my blind spots where I have this very, whenever I draft and have a particular archetype in mind, I tend to go very strict as in, oh, that's not the kind of card for this archetype. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to play a curve card, right? Even if you're not a deck that relies on going very hard on the curve. It's still arena, and being able to play on curve is nice. Even to just slow them down, right? Make them trade into this. So I'm heavily debating it. Improved morale is super good though. We want to have pings. We don't have a ping hero power. We get a lackey from it. So I'm going to end up with the improved morale. But I think if this was like slightly weaker, I would just very happily take the Thresher. All right, renew. Not really any debate needed there. Excuse me. The alternatives aren't too hot, so I'll go with Execute. But I don't think Execute is amazing in the meta, but it's fine. Sky Raider's great because it provides early game without really losing too much value. Tunnel Blaster is easily abusable, but has definitely been good. So Smug Senior is great. Restless Mummy, however, does so much work early. I will actually quickly look at the win rates again here. I'm leaning Mummy, but I would love the Senior, right? All right, Restless Mummy coming in at 0.5 lower. That being said, in a proactive deck, the Senior would be better. I think this is purely a thing where the decks might not be heavy enough. Are we afraid that we're not going to have enough stuff? With 9 picks left to go, I would still take the Mummy. Fuck it. I think the other one's really good as well. Scale Rider works in the deck. That's nice. This is like super good when you're playing this kind of strategy. I think this is a good example here where the Holy Nova is really something you love in this kind of deck, but we are a little bit afraid of not being heavy enough, and we did just pick a good card to react to whatever our opponents do. So I think I will still go Initiation because it still has the reactive component to it with dealing the 4, but then has the value end on it. And we are a little worried that our deck isn't high enough in value to pull this off. All right, Dragon Ball's great. Corruptor's amazing. Really best of both worlds there. All right. The problem with Scribe is that it doesn't taunt and it does not have initiative. Skystalker is also one of those cards. But like, this is the part where we could die. Happy we picked that Mummy though, for sure. That Mummy's looking really good. That improved morale is looking really good. I'm still gonna go ahead and pick it because the mana guy doesn't do enough. Shadow Man is just brilliant here. That's perfect. That's exactly the card we want right now. Something to diffuse some early game. This is also really good for what we do. Gift of Lumi or Send. Even the Inner Rage isn't out of the question. There's a couple of good Gift of Lumi. There's a couple of good Gift of Lumi targets, right? We got the Scribe, we got the Skystalker, and then maybe maybe the Restless Mummy. That's about it, I think, though, right? Yeah, Safeguard could be a thing as well. But it's a card that requires you to have initiative. So, do we have enough things to play on 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, yeah. And we definitely have enough 6s that on turn 6, we don't have to go 4-drop hero power. We can definitely just go 6. And we lack 5 drops, right? So we could do turn 5, Gift of Lumi heal, Gift of Lumi 2. Okay, sure. Last card will be either an insane early game card, a very useful ping, or more pure value. Are we afraid that we are getting pushed off the board too much right now? I don't know. I love Homunculus, but I feel like you need to draft it in a different kind of deck. We're also very low on early game buffs, right? I'm thinking our deck might just want to slam. Just being able to deal 2 somewhere. Especially with picking up that Gore Howl, right? That's so much value there. Well, they're always up against the Gorhal, like in a Ripple, right? Yeah, I think we're happy with Gorhal. I'll go take the Slam for now. Yeah, a lot of the quality can come by picking up more weapons. We also, this is definitely a low roll draft, right? From the warrior end of things. From the priest end, it's okay, right? But the warrior end of things really let us down. No Arathi weaponsmiths, no Ganarks. Very awkward. In a deck like this, the cool thing is that you don't have to be too worried about the value. So you just play for tempo early. That's a very common mistake. When you draft a value deck, you have to play for tempo, right? But I see that happen a lot where people just play very, very slow in a value deck and be like, yeah, I need value, right? And I was like, no, you need to make sure you don't die. You kind of don't even want the shield there, but it's fine. If you go 3 in here, 2 in here, 1 in here, right? You keep it 3-1. And then we can go this and heal into 6, into something, into 8. It's not amazing, but it's good enough, I guess. Now, I don't think that this style is like very, very reliable just because they've printed so many crazy cards that if you are not going to try to kill the opponents and instead try to outvalue them, you're going to have a bad time. That being said, I think naturally we still are a little bit more curve oriented than a lot of the other slower decks. So there is still a chance that we end up killing them. And in that case, like scribes are actually pretty darn good. It's like we're not really going to get the freeze. You can freeze this, right? But I think I would rather trade and freeze phase. So I'll do it like that. But we have an excellent curve. We're on 30 health. We have a 6 into a 7 into an 8. So might even have to play this because we might be too far ahead with Gorhal. We'll do battle after this game. Firebomb ready. That hurts, right? They have good cards. But we have the board, and this is the part where we have to just trust that we drafted the deck heavy enough. They've used their coin as well. So now we just have that pure player 1 advantage where we go first with our 6 mana turn and they go second. Okay. Not the best Gorhal hit of my life. Let's see if we draw an alternative, but usually just happy to play it. Weapon destruction sucks, but nothing we can do about it. So this isn't really control, by the way. This is more like slower mid-range. Control would have more, you know, value generators / reactive cards.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
This is where we need a ping. There is a world where you Shivara. But it's sad times if it hits 4 times here, which is possible. You might even go Amani Shivara. And then just face in here. Alternatively, you go 2 Warden and chill. Maybe 2 Warden and pre-hit. I think probably 2 Warden pre-hit and chill and then set up for a Twin Tyrant is better. If we go Amani Shivara, There's a chance that you miss here as well, right? It's just, yeah, I think we're going to be in a good enough spot. Because we have full control of the board, and we have had for pretty much the entire game, our health's really high. So we can make plays like this. This is very abusable now. They can do all kinds of things. They can heal it up. They can do some weird evolution crap. Okay. Looks like they had their tyrants. I'm gonna end up trading. Unfortunately, our tyrant's a little weak here, but there's still a good chance we take it. If we don't tyrant here, that means we play cards pre-hit. Always pre-hit, right? Always pre-hit. So tyrant trade in a 1 and develop is okay. Mainly because we're also struggling with that evolve, right? We could also make use of the hero power, like trade in here, hero power here. But I think we're okay with this. It's not amazing, but it'll do. Also pushes some nice face damage. Slowly setting us up here. Probably gonna start healing face or heal a minion if we get good trades. Next turn they can Eye of the Storm. This turn they could do the splurge. They don't. Okay. So we got 4 and 3. They're not pre-hitting. There's no way. Okay. Skystalker's pretty perfect. Probably gonna start squeezing in hero powers. We don't have to play Snapjaw. We can go Amani in this. Instinct is to just use face and the 3 scrolls. Just because we need board space to develop anyway. So still good pressure. Should have okay trades into the Eye of the Storm. There's 6s, right? So we got 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, so we can clear it. Oh, they overloaded with the axe, so they can't even play it. I missed that. Never skip dig day into still a lot of damage on board. Alright, there we go. And this is like a bit more of an awkward match because our opponent didn't really play that much early and was more focused on just reacting. And we don't have the best deck to sort of pressure people when they're just reacting. But we drew well enough. But if our deck is faster and we run into that tyrant and they're not dead by then, that's a big problem. So it's quite nice in that regard. Hey Doghouse, it's true F2K. A lot of the F2K streamers are playing Stream Raiders. Just scrolling in chat and just looking at everything. Alright. Crimson Hotheads are keepable in this kind of curve. Because you don't have the nuts early, so coining to 4-drops is an option. Alright, we hit the balloon. Shadow Manus, yeah. Shadow Manus is huge. Scale Rider is huge. any of the good 1-drops is huge. A good 2-drop's still huge, right? So Gift of Lumi and kill the 2/2 is not the craziest thing I've ever heard. Mainly because they get a good trade back into it. Actually, for some reason I keep thinking it gives +1/+1. Okay, Gift of Lumi is trash. Can't play it here. So if they double trade here... God, I hate this, but I guess we just ping heal potentially, right? I just hate this happening. They're going to heal, right? Attacking's just wrong, I guess. You also keep thinking it gives +1/+1. Yeah, it's so weird, right? It really feels like it should, but it's too strong then, right? It's just, yeah. They're going there. Alright. I don't think I hate that. Could even Taskmaster here, trade heal. But I could just take the bump here and go Feywing. I don't hate the Taskmaster play. Problem is that it gives up on the flexibility of being able to ping out of hand, right? My instinct is telling me to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm gonna listen to my instinct. Even though the logic tells me to keep the ping in hand. But I've played too much Arena to not trust my instinct. That being said, the meta is different, right? And my instinct just might be off. I'll just play a Feywing here. See what they do. It's huge.
Magic is not a toy.
Twin slice.
Do not lose these.
Are they gonna keep a 5/3 or not? No. Interesting. Feels like we just take the 4/2s here. But then we leave a 4/9 for them to buff, which is very scary.
It's time for a little.
How about a
Well, we drafted heavy where we could, so... Oh, that's fine. Maybe they went a little bit overboard because they really wanted to get the taunt. I feel like that Chaos Nova is way too early. So Scribe and Skystalker for really good gifts. So so maybe we can get it off. If we get presented with a really good Divine Shield, I'll take it too. Feels like that's our execute we've been waiting for, or holding now. It's not like we've been waiting for execute for a long time. I guess trade in and renew, see what we get. Probably fine. Boom Squad, or do we clear shit? Probably Boom Squad at this stage of the game. I think I just need raw value. Because we have a freeze as well. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna execute for sure. 6 mana left. Yeah, we can play it. That's a bit of a whiff, but we do have a Witchy Lackey, so we could just go for a 9-drop straight away. And then potentially gift the Bloomy if it's the nuts. Part of me wants to make use of it first, but that's probably too much. There's the goose. So that's not ideal. I would have preferred, well, the evolve is brilliant, right? But I would have preferred to just hit a strong card from this. This might be Tyrants. They were very, very happy with doing this. No. Ten spell damage. That improved morale. Can chunk something.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Unfortunate. I don't think we care too much for them having lifesteal right now. I don't think it's a huge deal.
You are finished. Happy Hallows End.
I think I will save it for one of the bigger hits, right? I feel like I give them Brawler to save the 4-3. Oh no, they have hero power. But I think I still play it. Otherwise I'm not getting through the taunts. Alright, so here's where we're happy we picked that Slime over the 1-drop. We're happy we picked the Initiation over the Nova. We're happy we picked the Gorehowl over the Ripple. It's once you've stabilized like this, right?
You are finished.
Getting the snapshot traded into kinda sucks. But we might draw something to make use of the damage. We're definitely not in a great spot, but our opponent has had a Mage Gripe and used the Pharaoh Blessing to trade something nice. And they played Bronze Explorer to discover a worm, so they've gotten a lot of free value. So they didn't have anything to finish off the 2-7, that's good. Oh, we found the Scribe, that's great. I really do want to heal. So always Scribe, always straight to 2-2.
What a tragedy. Better write this down.
They're gonna end up killing our Malagos. But is that something we can accept? I think it is, to be fair.
What now?
Could trade here, right? Just in case they don't want to. Nah, we should trade here.
What a tragedy. Better write this down.
We kind of want to hear about a shield as well, I suppose. Could gift Mally? Nah, I don't know about that.
I brought enough for everyone.
Wow, that's so rude. Immolation or Shivara. Not much is gonna survive that. I am happy that we gifted though. We would have lost out on a lot more.
You've got me fired.
Yeah, I think so too. Trying to pop both. We've drawn most of our cheaper cards, so hopefully we're gonna be okay. Master. Just played like that feels very awkward here. Twin Tyrant, Skystalker. Probably just put it on the board. I think I developed the Corsair now as well, because I want 1 damage to go back in here. Uh-oh.
Business is booming.
Aha. Nice little Twin Tyrant here, yeah. Slam. We really want to cycle that one, but we can get complete board control. Yeah. We're not healthy enough, I think, to just keep the dwarf up. Slam your own 3-3? Yeah, the thing is, I can have a 3-3 on the board. Or I can slam my 3-3, trade it into the dwarf. Maybe. Oh, I was about to say that's good news. Oh, they get a neutral demon though, but it could be Illidan. That's still bad. Lucky the opponent doesn't have big cards. You're probably watching a different game, right? Must be. That is absolutely awful. Gotta keep that, the taunt, Skystalker, Tyrant. Man, we're just drawing so light, it's so sad. Let's look at the deck. All of this is gone, we have to just tank it all. Shadow Madness. Mind Control, perfect timing of course. Fuck, man, this is so bad. The sad thing is that I probably have to Mind Control that 5-2. Because this is what happens, right? I heal phase, I pass, I go to 15. They deal 8 damage. I can now no longer Mind Control unless it's a big taunt. But that's such a sad Mind Control. But if I don't do it, I won't have enough health to Mind Control. So I can either die with a Mind Control in my hand, or I can use it as a glorified Holy Nova. But that's extremely sad. I guess that's also part of why I enjoy the tempo style a bit more. Yep. It's a cleave. Yeah, that doesn't remove everything. Alright, Tyrant, come on, we've been good. Or Educated Alec, I suppose. Why not? Alright, so to put this at the top, they still have a Paladin spell. It might be the Murloc thing, right? Alright, we put a hammer in our deck. That's kind of nice.
treat this.
Oh boy, that's awful for us. They're thinking about whether they want to take the 3. They don't want to. Oh, they just hero power the 1/1, of course. Blessing of Might, they can get rid of it now. Alright, I need to hit Tyrant pretty much, right? Or Hammer of Wrath. Or I guess Mummy, but god, that doesn't give me a head on board. Just Tyrant, give me Tyrant. Oh my god, it's not even 100% anymore. Mummy, on the other hand, is... But we're still dead, right? They have cards now. Just got absolutely shafted by the draw order here. Are they out soon? I think 1 more portal. 2 more portals? No, 1 more portal, I think, right? Not sure. Still possible. Give me the Tyrant. Come on, baby. Shafara, I'll take. Okay, thank you.
I brought enough for everyone.
No, 1 more portal left. 1 more portal left. Wait, the last card's a portal? Question mark.
Get these off of me!
Okay. This is where the face raise comes in, right? Yeah, now it's a bit sketch for sure. Oh, they're gonna do it that way, huh? I think I would have just ignored it. There it is. We really need like Hammer or Madness. Alright. So we got a 2. He's thinking about whether he trades the rush. Wait, what? Huh. There's no way that's correct there, right? They take 2. I mean, you always hammer the taunt here, right? Alright, they're dead then, right?
I'll get even!
Just actually killed all their cards. And the deck's not even like crazy heavy. And we drew so... And I had the mind control of 5-2. Now, I can almost guarantee you that a lot of people don't mind control at 5-2. And they lose the game. Because it feels just so absolutely awful. It feels so awful to mind control the 5-2. But it's just... As bad as it is, it's better than dying.
Garrosh versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Victory or death!
Is it cold in the shadows?
Oh, they definitely didn't play it perfect. Absolutely not. That's unfortunate. I would have wanted to use that here.
You've got me fired up.
How much is this worth to you?
Ooh, underbelly fence. That's bad. Oh, people love doing this, right? I love Mummy, but I think we just use it here and keep the on-demand clear. Mummy here, pretty clutch already compared to Senior.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Nowhere near last game. Now we have a lot of our big cards here already.
So many options.
Say the magic word.
Say the magic word. Ooh, a lot of stuff here. A lot of good stuff here. Probably gonna end up executing the Tiger then, leave them with an 0-5. It's pretty perfect as well.
Got something to hide?
Put it on paper. What a tragedy!
A charming composition.
Show me. Put it on paper. Put it on paper.
Started out strong with that underbelly fence, but then Mummy pushing back and then the execute on the Tiger, removing the pressure. Turned it around rather fast.
I get it.
Garrosh versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
I don't like Flight Master, but there's probably worse things we can draw. Ooh. Might actually have an money up for it. Okay. Thinking about playing a card for a moment.
Time for a little blood.
Coining 2-drops would have been nice if we knew we had this, because we have a really good curve. But it's fine.
What to do? I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Hop on. Who you want me to?
Oh, wow. They didn't want to miss out on the card. That's so common and so wrong in most cases. Splitting it up feels pretty good here.
Back to work.
That's why Panther doesn't have the best win rate. People just don't play it as a 2-drop when they need to. Fish is pretty good. Might be coining Tyrant at this rate. There's some really good trades. Really sad. Ooh, coin initiation, fishy flyer, free kill. Into 6-drop. That's a lot of value, right? And we get some initiative.
I wonder.
And we leech 1 hero power already as well. If we wouldn't gain a 4-3 in our hand after this, I wouldn't do it, but I like cleaning up the board a little bit and then playing this into a 5-drop. Or they might even be forced to play the 4-3, we'll see. And they're taking some damage, which is not completely irrelevant either.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Sure.
So where does the magic come from?
So we got a 4 and a 3 into an 8 into a 5 and a 4. That works out pretty well. It's pretty scary when a priest plays this. Grave Ruin is really annoying. Wow, they're giving that to us with the flyer. We'll take it. That might be their plan, but we'll do it. It's fine. Shadow Madness. Shadow Madness, the 2-2. Trade it off. Corruptor to 1-1. 5 and a 4. It's definitely not bad. It's by no means bad. 5 always goes in here, right? Oh, I can taunt as well. Shadow Mana's Corruptor with 7 mana. Sorry. I guess we're not doing that. I've changed my mind on the 8 mana play. It doesn't look as good anymore.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Fireball ready! You'll pay for that!
Sure. Looks like we're just going to be able to slam the Tyrant to great effect here. Shivara wouldn't be the worst either. It's just it doesn't leave a 4/10 behind. That's really annoying versus our deck.
What now?
We're gonna deal with this.
I wonder.
You want to kill this turn? Ugh. I feel like this happens, but I'm not sure if I kill it this turn. Ooh, that's very nice. I think we just spread and go face and then next turn do something with it. Because I don't want to give them Tony, right? And then let them have it for a turn. Because this was the play I was leaning towards. I think getting the mummy makes it even better now. Because we got options. 8 face, chunk the 4/10, or kill a 4/4. Kill a 4/4 is the most normal one here, but chunk face wouldn't be horrible. Why that one, bro? What the fuck? Bro. I think I might be running a Shivara this turn. We go trade Shivara. 1 HP, 1 HP, 1 HP, 3 HP. 1 mummy in here and see what happens. We could also Shivara before bumping in here. I think I will Shivara first. See if I can keep this. Okay, I'm just... Killing it now is a bit but... So to get the trade here, hero power here, probably should have gone in. Okay. Did they have a ping? They have a ping that's really awkward. It's kind of a ping. Awkward. Part of me doesn't hate putting the slam in the deck. I'm wondering if we should play the taunt. I don't like that hit at all, but it just makes them hero power, right? It just deals 3 face. I don't think that healing is worth it, overdeveloping an extra minion.
Is it cold in the shadows?
I played a 2/7 because I wouldn't hate soaking the damage there, right? I can't make a taunt now, though. Okay, I need to just focus on the game again. This is bad. Did we just lose? We don't just lose, but it's pretty bad. So just Proto Drake with no, yeah. This is part of why this style is not so good. That's the problem, right? Like all it took was for them. Oh, what? For some reason I thought I wasn't that on board. It's kind of dumb. All it takes is for them to play a Proto Drake and we're dead. It's not very reliable, right? Alright, so probably just try to make the tempo thing work. This feels like trash. I don't want to lose to just one Proto Drake.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Victory or death!
So where does the magic come from?
Someone call for the
Didn't feel like the time was worth it there.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Is it gold?
It's not the worst thing to get. Doesn't really feel worth mummy either.
Grade's getting low. An education.
It's like we're pinging off the 2-1 next turn and chunking the 2-5. Sure. Wow, just keep going. Good mummy scale rider. Leave a 3-1 and a 3-3. Could also just scribe. Some incentive to scale rider. They get a nice donk into this rider here though. So be it.
By moon and spear.
Could also play Skyvateer hero power. But I don't think we like that.
No tune can hold me.
Try to play a bit more tempo.
Can hold me.
If they don't have a ping here, alright, we're good. That's a big boy. Feels like we just go safe.
Who in their right mind hides?
Don't really want to MC that, but we'll see what comes our way. Maybe we just... That's the best reply we have. This covers Warlock. No, Warrior. Okay. Aha. We'll take that one. Yoink the Golem. Trade. Tauntaunt. I'm assuming they have a good answer to this because they very willingly played it into MC, so we shall have a look. It's obviously a good minion. I don't think I even improve morale this turn. I'll just wait until I need to damage.
Tragedy. Better write this down.
The pressure against the tap hero power here. Potentially damage to get through a taunt.
A charming composition.
AoE bad. School deals 3. So chunk.
Snuff out the weak armor, made to fit.
Alright. Can't actually get through. They're just dead. They're just dead, right? That's not enough armor. Wow, that just gave us a golem. That's crazy.
I will fight with honor. Victory or death!
It's very weird for them to just donate to Golem like that. I guess they just had it in their mind like, oh, if they steal that, they don't steal my Rattlegore, and then I win. And then like Keck wait, they win phase. Keck wait, Golem's kind of annoying. Oh no, I can't clear it.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Like you really need to be ahead on board for that card to be good. That's active. What coin here? They might have like trade and a ping, go face, and then we can shoot this, finish this off, or maybe something else.
You lack style. Luckily,
Lock merchant?
you have me.
Oh, they're killing that. Wow. How do you do it that way? Because they want this to live. Okay, sure. I get it. They just want that to live. Do we give that to him or not? I think we just kill it because it's the 2-3. We could also shoot here and let them trade back in. Legendaries are kind of good these days. I don't know. My problem is that the 2-3 just free kills the 2-2 and I don't ping it off afterwards, so it just feels bad. Just don't feel like there's enough upside to letting it move. Sure. Still the same, right? Shoot. Smack it, yeah, sure. Unexpected hero with 7 health here. True Silver Warlock. Nice. Looks like we got a 4-on-5, 6-on-6, 7-on-7.
Let me think.
Snapjaw's very annoying, yeah. 7 HP. Aha, Snapjaw Plus.
You've got me fired up.
I don't love the pre-hit hider here. They use face and 2-1 into the 3-6. So I can't finish it off by pre-hitting anyway. Oh, okay. Ugbok, thank you for the 29, man. No problem. As long as I'm feeling well, as long as I'm having fun. No problem. Ooh. Mummy. Boop. God damn, that's good.
What now? What now?
Next turn there's freeze plus mummy. I doubt we're gonna be in a position where we're gonna be able to gore how. I'm thinking whether I should just initiate the 3-2 this turn, which sounds ridiculous. And then pre-bump, and then maybe freeze mummy.
What now?
But it's 3 damage less chunking me here, and it's gonna kill the 2-1, so it removes this pressure. Because mummy right now doesn't do it, right? And this will get ignored. And I think this is yet again one of those plays where, first of all, is this the correct play? I don't know, right? I just look at, holy shit, I'm in trouble. right? So I'm just trying to slow them down slightly. I'm just trying to survive here. So I know that Gorehowl is definitely not coming out, right? So I'm already planning for that. Safeguard's good, but this deals with it a bit too well. So what do we got on the mummy now? Mummy for 3, snapshot for 2, still respawns it.
What now?
Holy shit, man. Yeah, this is so good in aggro, right? Holy shit. Oh my god, why is everything so good? Maybe it's safe and next turn freeze the 5-2. Try to live like that. Unless they're trading off the 5-2. I think I have to play safe. Yeah, just Mummy's just not good enough yet. I should have pre-hit the very first time. I didn't realize what kind of game we were playing at that time. That may cost me dearly. They do need board space to develop, so maybe the 4-5 does tank a bit. Ugh, is that just dead? It's probably not dead. We have the save, but my god. So good, dude. They're trading it off. I don't know why. I just waste the damage. Just go phase. It's fine. We don't beat this. It's just such a good aggressive play. That's one hell of a madness, but is going to be enough with a freeze. Probably barely. That was a pretty insane draw, I'm not gonna lie. Slime into madness there. Tap blast, please don't hit a play. Just pass, 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 pass. That might kill us, right? I don't draw. How much damage can I remove? 3, 8, 10. Lethal. Oh man, tap into finding a play is so annoying. These are gone. Well, these are gone. 1, 3, 6. Brutal, dude. So close to having a chance here. Yeah, this is just... This deck doesn't do 7, right? What they do. They get 5, maybe 6s. Because it is just like, I'm going to draft my deck, I'm going to close my eyes, and if there is any kind of AoE, I'm going to concede the game. And that works really well if the opponent doesn't have AoE. Like, you just win. Because the amount of pressure you put out is completely unreal. But the moment one School Spirit hits, it's just like, oh, okay, GG. Understandable, I'm out. Good day, sir. That's kind of brutal. Not a bad draft to get, though. It's a good reminder on why I don't want to play these kind of decks. They rely too much on having enough value to win.
Someone's got to lead the charge.
Guys, I can't move.
Well, I'm not going to concede the deck yet, but it's, you know, we'll just play it out. We'll see how much we get. I think I just need to suck it up, right? Because I hate losing to just that random spider tank, but I think that's just part of it. I think you just need to say like, okay, if they have the spider tank that clears my board, I just lose and that's fine. I don't want to go that aggressive, but I don't want to have a crap ton of value in the deck either. I want to just have some sixes. I think I'm going to really try to get Hunter. Hunter first, Hunter second, it's all good.
Hey, I got you, friend. Who are we hitting today?
Wow, okay. It's a lot of stuff. I guess we just leave them with the Mana Saber? That sounds pretty counterintuitive. But I think we do it, yeah. Like, our turn is pretty amazing here.
Waste them.
I went for the 3 health on the sap to not give them an easy ping. Wow. Okay. Happy that they took that.
I brought enough for everyone.
Wow, Balloon really doing some good work there. So Initiation gives us a 6-3, a 4-1, and a 1-4. Trading and playing Safeguard is super fine. But I think I actually prefer Initiation, so I have Safeguard for next turn, I guess.
What now?
Just overall a lot of damage, but the 4-1 bothers me a little bit. But I think I want to be able to push a bit more. I hate just extending fights. It's fine. I think we still want this and letting them trade the 4-1. Just this into Tomb Warden feels so much better.
Holy light! Light is not a toy.
So where does the magic come from?
Tomb Warden feels really awkward into that. I'm effectively developing 1-3-6. Safeguard is developing an 0-5. This is developing a 2-7. I guess developing a 3-6 is still okay-ish.
Is it cold in the shadows?
One off. Hey, just put him to 1 and play safe. Feels pretty annoying to let the 3-6 get chunked by the 6-7. It feels pretty good to get value out of it here, but then this can trade here.
Do not lose these.
Wow, killing the balloon, that's just... Oh, never mind. Balloon, okay. Balloon OP. Imagine thinking you can kill Balloony. See, I like this much more, this kind of playstyle, so... And I don't know why I went for this deck, because I know that this doesn't work. I think it's just... I think I got just really... God, tilted's maybe the wrong word, right? But the spider tank just messed with my head. It's like I'm trying to find a solution for something that can't really be solved. It's just one of those cases where it's just like, if I get spider tanked, then I guess I just lose. That's really annoying to just accept that. But I think that on average, you're still going to be better with a more aggressive mid-range. Are we not mentioning his name anymore? I just forget about it. What's the name? It's the same thing with the Overseer, the 4-5. It's just like, if they have that, I guess you just lose, and they're a slower deck. But it feels like if you go slow, you really just expose yourself to so many things that could go wrong. So I think Hunter, Druid, all the classes that can push a bit more, probably just better. And you can always get a slower deck to work if you hit the nutshell, but it just requires you to get lucky. Oh wow, that's so good. So this is what I mentioned as well, like if this kind of deck does get the board early, it's pretty insane. Like we're not supposed to be able to push people on the board. Yeah, Flight Master actually doing something there. Pretty pog. We have another dragon. Although I kind of want to coin a dragon. Sure. I think just ping for 3, heal face, push 5 is fine. I don't like coining and then giving them this. They're not playing super fast either.
We summon, not you.
Take them out.
It's pretty good to have the 5-6 down. I don't want to miss 8 here. CC. I'm going again or not? I'm going again. Keep the booty bay, Pog. Keeping the booty. Okay. Okay. I don't think we kill that 5-6. I think we just gift of Lumi with the taunt and go face instead of using improved morale trade.
You've got me fired up. Now we're cooking.
Pushing the damage. Positioning is off for sure. Battlegrounds ruined my positioning. Another one. We are very close. 11, yeah. Another 3-6. Another 3-7 here is very awkward. I might just Chivara. Like trade the 1-1 into the 2-2 and Chivara. Try to hit the 4-2. You could also take it slow and go trade and Gorhau here, push 1.
What now?
But I think I like the Shivara line more.
I brought enough for everyone.
Put that to 4. We could kill it. I don't think I want to. I think they'll trade it off into the Shivara, right? But they already had the 4-2 to kill the Shivara, so it's not like I suddenly saved the Shivara. There's a taunt. They can't play Conjure. Alright, we got the Gorehowl on the 5-7. Hey, Lunar. They're killing off their own guy. Cool. Shadow Manus. Can't do that right now. We're not getting lethal through some weird faceless play, I think, either. Next turn we have improved morale, the next one, right? Do I trade this in here for an extra 3-4? It's pretty annoying as is. Okay. I think we had him before this, right? Guess improve morale into execute still gets it. That's 2 damage face. Can't shrink this. If this kills this, can I kill them? Let's see. If I ping 2 damage here and I go faceless and I deal 4 here, another 4 here, another 1 here. I need 1 more damage then. I can't pump this attack. I could give this 6, right? I could go 2 here. Faceless. I might get there. Let's see. 2 damage here. And then faceless. And then this here. And then this here. And then this here. And then this here. Alright. That was interesting. This was a fun puzzle. Alright. Yeah, we had a lot of different sources of damage there, so it's very likely we could get a... That's a very satisfying one, right? When you need every point of damage. It's very satisfying, yeah. Without coin, I don't think I keep it. We want the 1, 2, or 3 at least, right? Something to play early. Alright. Let's go boss, guys. Boss fight on Stream Raiders. Aha, let me just ping that off and... Okay, quit. I feel like I'd prefer to keep the ping in hand. Wow. I guess that's why we prefer to keep the ping in hand. Just reveal it, bro. They coined sneaky, trying to trade and play another sneaky. This deck doesn't even seem slow to you. Yeah, it doesn't have that insane quality, right? But it's slow enough that it allows people to get to their late game shit, which is too slow. Like my turn 5, for instance, is pretty bad. Like you'd have to go -2 Important, -Shivara, add 2 good 5 drops, maybe minus something else. I'm not sure yet, right? I'm experimenting, I'm thinking out loud as well.
I see.
Oh, they drawn. They drawn. I don't want to trade that, but I'm going to end up trading it to protect the 5/4, I guess. Goodbye, my 5/4. I think they're just afraid to miss out on damage, where they have the 3/1 stealth and it goes like, oh, I could have been attacking face for 2 turns already. They didn't have a ping, right? A lot of that. It's a bad feeling that when you missed out on something. But of course, then when your 3/1 gets pinged, that's so much worse. One turn pre-tyrant. Yeah, I've seen worse.
Nothing will stand in our way.
Gift of Lumi trade initiation is pretty dirty. We get a 5/10 like that. I think we do want to have 5 health, right?
What now?
Come to this side. Just overall nice to copy this, right? Get a 3/4 death rattle. Ooh, no Gorhow. Okie dokie. Ah. Why not silence this one, bro? I think heal in this is better. Ooh, I could have killed a 2/2. Huh. That's okay. We help them kill our Overfiend then, right? Because not only are we not healing, we are also dealing another 2. I think this is genuinely okay. Even though I sort of missed it, I think this is better. Because we're running out of cards to play, right? We want to squeeze in heals when we can. I think I like it more, yeah. Restoring 5 seems pretty good, right, Camo? Especially with Arc Merchants being so common. Flight Master into Shadow Madness. That wasn't lethal, right? No. Alright, they're just gonna stall a turn? Or are they gonna play a card? 2 birds better than 1. They're just gonna stall a turn, okay. And then hit the 6/4 or not at all? Go face. Okay. I think I still cycle, sure.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
That one I'm not even sure if I want to play it. I don't get much out of my scribe. I'll hold it for whatever. Chuck. 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 Alright, we got it. The steel here is so dirty. Turns out when you play an overpowered demon against priest, you're gonna have a bad time. Especially just keep dumping health into it, right? Just keep healing it, keep healing it, keep healing it. If we had a bit more weapons, we could do the more control thing a lot easier. But we would have had to have a bit more stuff, and God, I just feel like there's so many unreasonable late game cards right now. It's just so difficult to win the late game. I think it's so much easier to tilt as well then, if you're trying to starve them out of cards. Because there's so many just crazy cards that can happen. I don't know, do you guys have a similar experience? Just feels like keeping... Like, trying to starve the opponent out of resources, that strategy just doesn't feel as good anymore. So many cards that can create extra cards that can just give you randomly, like this Reno or this puzzle box or whatnot. Or just Proto Drake, yeah. We saw that earlier, right? We didn't have mind control, they played Proto Drake, we lost. Like, that was enough. Because usually the answer to Proto Drake is, I'm killing you. If you play the Drake, I go phase. And if you're trying to starve them out of resources, you don't have that. You don't have that pressure on the board. Coining this 3-4 into a 2, into a 4. It's not crazy, but I'm usually a big fan of keeping coins, so I'll just pass. I like being able to coin Shibara as well. Okay, they're going slow, that's great. Just like Violet Worm. That was very good, yeah. It's just... Violet Worm, you knew what you were going to get. The problem with Proto Drake is if you kill it, you might just lose the game immediately. Flight Master would seem very bad here. Alright, so we get the chunk. I think we just trade heal. They don't have enough pressure for us to panic.
A simple spell.
We have a clear available if we want it. The other one is trade, cruel, heal.
What now?
This doesn't feel worth a mummy, to be honest. Because I'd be mummying this, right? Tasker and Rage, yeah, it just doesn't work yet. I think this always happens. And then you can talk about... You can talk about coining the mummy to kill this. But I think I'll just heal for Orc Merchants. You could also heal here to free kill. And then get Oct, and then they trade here. That would work. This might work out better. I don't know. It depends whether they had a merchant or not. If I heal here, and they have to trade here, you can take a free kill back. This was hedging around them having a ping out of hand. Sure. So the heal here wouldn't have mattered. Okay. So we're getting a charge. Shivara's fine. It's kind of what we played slow for, right?
I brought enough for everyone.
We've got the life tap, so this is an uphill battle for us. Although they don't have the priest cards, right? Yeah, it's not priest with tap. Okay, so the fact that we have access to cards like Mind Control might be enough. Coin Taunt 6-face. It's definitely fun. It's a pretty good trade to get around. Once again, they're not priests, right? So they can't Grave Rune. The main problem here is if they have something like Hellfire, right? They can go Hellfire trade, and that's pretty awful. Because they leave a 3-4 versus a 3-3. Tyrant's gonna be pretty bad regardless. Good Croc, sure. Mummy to 5-6. Probably pre-trade. 3-face. Play a Snapjaw. I'm gonna face this turn. No, it's fine.
No tomb can hold me.
Mummy plus Madness Declare, does that work? Mummy trade, Madness, yoink. Trade. It's definitely not bad. I love having Madness plus Faceless though. It's a very fun thing. Steal their thing, use their thing. Alright, so here we could potentially Madness the 3-4, trade it in here, transform it, trade.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. How about a new eye? How about a new eye?
A simple spell should do.
Oh, that's generous. I didn't have an answer. Let's keep pushing it. Madness the 1-5 was better. Can you tell me where everything was going then, please? Because I just see taking more damage on my Corruptor killing the crab then, right? Or what would you have done? Funk. One off? Yeah.
What now?
I like this anyway. I like the 1-1 rush a lot. Uh, 1-5 into the 3-1. Faceless it, double trade. I mean, your face would have left more health on the 2-7. Okay. So, I definitely don't mind you thinking out loud. It's just, you have to understand that it's very easy for us to not get that you're just thinking out loud when you're saying, Madness the 1-5 was better, yeah? That's, like, that just sounds like you're saying, like, oh, well, that play was better. Because that's what you're saying, right? So, it's so hard to get things through text as well. Adam Monka. I just like keeping health on the forest there. Wow, this hand is just good. If they're an aggressive deck, we have such, and they have Paladin hero power, so we assume they have an aggressive deck. That is a really good counter. Risky skipper. Hello there. Yeah, because I don't think it's very viable, Ugbog. I don't think it's more viable than trying to kill people.
Another soul to consume.
I don't think there's any use to playing Improve Morale.
What now?
Limb by limb. Another soul to consume.
Let's float the mana. Giving up on the lackey is a bit but it cleans the board going into turn 6. I could just heal. I could coin heal.
What now?
No tomb can hold me.
Putting coin in the deck is awkward, but I think I prefer to keep morale in the hand. I probably didn't expect to get cleared there.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
The light protects me.
Oh, we can get around that. I think I like that more, yeah.
How about a mirage?
Just keeping empty board, and then we have morale this if we want it.
Prepared.
But the thing is, Ugbog, you see us winning the games, when we're not outlasting them, right? We're tempoing on the board, so I feel like we just gave the deck a handicap drafting it in a particular way. I don't think it's too far off from what I want, right? I do want my decks to be a little bit more expensive. No dragon. Free kill and taunt definitely makes some sense. It's just scary. They're paladin. I think it's what we're doing right now. I can heal and trade as well. Keep forgetting I can do that. Don't have the mana for it right now. You do get it back soonish. No, you don't. You don't. Like, the Alec, pretend it doesn't have text. You're not gonna play better.
What now? None shall.
Black Knight's pretty good here.
Reporting for duty.
Oh. Let's think about things. A lot of different options. I think morale to 4 or 5 is a good start every time. And we get Evolve. Gift of Lumi and Evolve the 1/1 after is actually really strong here. And then you keep initiation for big problems. Just priest things? I mean, that's just lackey, right? That was kind of just a lackey. Gift of Lumi doesn't do that without the lackey.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Initiation at 5/4 would be fun.
What?
Assimilate or die!
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Start the battle after this. Oot. Ooh, you could have fun with that.
Reporting for duty.
It's definitely going to make accelerate. It's definitely going to accelerate our game. So I'd be okay with that. I think I just want to heal.
Put it on paper.
We will hold the Black Temple.
Scale Rider executes, really nice.
For duty.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. By moon and spear! Put it on paper. Who in their right mind hides? What a tragedy! Better write this down.
That felt really underwhelming, but I guess they missed their Bronze Explorer. Heal with the weapons could actually be really good. Ace-9. Here come the boss.
Garrosh versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Split. Second.
Job's done.
Shadow Madness fits the meta so well, though. Yeah. I'd like the way to play to renew, but I'll play this if I have to. Yeah, we're giving them the ping. Also text on the 3/4. Spells get remembered as a death rattle. When the Eleg dies, the spells get shuffled into your deck. Extra renew in the deck isn't bad. Yeah, but pretend it doesn't have text, please. Like, it's just gonna make you misplay for the most part, because you're way less likely to draw the card than to not draw the yeah, you're way less likely to draw the card than to not draw the card. So just pretend you're not gonna see the card. Ooh, that's good. That means we can work with that. We don't actually have to renew. We could just trade Cruel, heal. But I think I'm okay cycling it. Molten Breath is acceptable. Upgrade's kind of nice to ping stuff. What are we doing? We're gonna go trade task. I could just equip the upgrade after that. That could work. Because then I have upgrade ready and I can play scribe. Then I have the ping available. I like that more. We have the Gorehowl upgrade dream, but I think I would rather have a ping equipped so I can play scribe and have an extra damage. Hello, Snowball. Oh wow, that was written a while back, right? Damn. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Private Snowball.
I wonder.
Try to leech 1 mana, or try to leech 2 mana. This deck recovered well. Yeah, we've been getting pretty lucky with matchups and draws, but it's not inherently an awful deck. But I think I just in general tried to push it too much towards the slower style, and I shouldn't do that. Because it's good at pressuring slower decks because it has that Stalker and the Scribe, which initially are cards that I didn't really want because I wanted to go kind of like fully buy into that you know, slow absorb your cards archetype, but it's not good. I don't think it's good. I think you need I think you need a ton of quality to do that. No, Shadow Mana Silence instantly send it back to the other side of the field.
There is little time.
A simple spell should do.
Then he died. It's a good thing you didn't say who that was, Stein, because that could have been weird.
Put it on paper.
Mad Baltic, thank you so much for the 56 months. That is a very, very long time. Welcome back. Hope you're well, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like Dagger second. Like, it feels like I like Druid more. The hero power is worse, but the cards are pretty good on average. I'm definitely not sure about it. So renew and upgrade in the deck now.
Always hungry for more. It's feeding time.
Ray. Urchok trade. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll give him that. So there's clear the 3/6 Tyrant face for 1, which is pretty alright, let's be honest. Then there is Tyrant first if you hit the 3/6 face. Nah, I think you're happy clearing him. We're not aggro, so. It's good enough. We've got our mind control in the hand.
Home is where the wagon is.
Oh.
There is little time. I wonder.
I think we just want to go max pressure into MC.
What now?
Take a trip.
How about a new eye? How about a new eye?
I wonder.
Can't go for a face, but by hands.
What to do? I wonder. There is little time. A charming composition. Tinsel of this. You win this one.
Can we get lucky 2 more times? Can we do it?
brings victory.
Victory or death!
Ooh, I think I just do this, right? I'm always already a bit on the fence on keeping Tyrant, right? And if I have Scale Rider, I'm happy. Ooh. Oh, I can kill it. Unfortunate. Goodbye, Balloony. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, Balloony. Goodbye, my friend. They're just killing Balloony like this. This is unacceptable. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Chat, they're getting lucky. Whee! Whee! Opponent's getting lucky.
Next stop, ground floor.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
They're continuing to get lucky. Just go face, man. Just go face. Imagine if I don't kill it. How silly are you going to feel not dealing to face? Now that's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately for you, we can kill it, so it was a misplay. But imagine if I couldn't kill it. You would have felt so bad, so gotta take the chance. They do it every time, man. They just love it. They love taking a peek, right? It's like, yeah, what if they can't kill it? Ooh, that is one hell of a draw here.
You've got me fired.
We're really looking for Coin Tyrant, but Coin 6s may have been the play. Or Coin 6s might be the play. That's better. Coin Initiation might be too good here. We'll see. Feywing is pretty eh. We'll see what we draw. We'll see what they play. It's not decided yet. They're killing it. Oh my. Okay. I guess we might have time for Feywing then. Unless they play just a really juicy play into Initiation. Crazy, they're killing it. But I guess, yeah, Apotheosis, right? The threat of Apotheosis is strong. Wow. Okay. Remember when I said we might be under too much pressure and we had the coin? That was before they skipped their turn and traded their board into my minion. How many Zephyrs does he have? Look at W. Okay. Okay. We're getting a little worried. Slightly worried. Not too worried. Just slightly worried. We might not have enough juice to deal with that hand because... Whoo! Is that a heavy / reactive hand right there? They passed 2 turns. Ruin very reactive. Oh. Oof. That is not what they wanted to play this turn. We could just Gore Howl it, which is a little cruel. It means that if they Tyrant us next turn, we can go in with 6 and initiate the Tyrant and summon a 4/10. And given how slow their hand is, I think they might just Tyrant here. So I don't hate that setup.
What now?
Whereas normally you'd coin the 3 6s here. But I think I'm actually okay with this. Okay. That's actually a really clean Shivara. And then we have 6 damage here. Okay, I'd love to initiate that, but man, is this clean, right? I feel like we're almost always going to take a bunch of damage if we try to initiate it. Because we get the recoil damage from the 7-drop, right? Okay. Probably just healing. Wow, just deleting a Proto Drake like that, that's insane, man. We just dealt, what was that, 14 damage? Yeah. 1, 2, 6, 6. Shadow or Death, that is good. That's not great. That is a good initiation. Might not be able to do it yet. I might just go taunts, coin, heal face. If I go face initiation, that doesn't end well, right? Doesn't. That's not a mind control they want anyway. Also might set up a Tyrant. But that was so good. Just dealing with that Proto Drake. Oh my god, what a good Shivara. This is one of those moments where she just shines, where you just go like, whew. Because that Proto Drake could give us all kinds of problems. Colossus. Now that is an initiation. Even though I really want a Tyrant. Oh my god. But I have to take this, right? There's no way I don't take... Well, they might mind control it back. Oh, I can gift them Lumion! Oh! Oh, I can Lumion! Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Okay, okay. So I have a 1/1 taunt that spawns a 7/7. And I have execute for their 7/7 when they steal it back, but ew. It's definitely not clean, right? It's not clean. It's not clean. Also, I don't die to MC if I use my face to kill the other half. I have to take this, right? Because if they don't have MC, first of all, I just kind of win, right? But if they MC it back now, that's a big yikes. Going to 5 here is also Pit Croc lethal. We just don't attack, right? We just don't attack, I think. No. We can die to Pit Croc here. We're in too good of a position. Now, obviously, if they mind control that 7/7 taunt Divine Shield, we're going to have a bad time. But we have Execute. We have Tyrant. That could be a huge turn. You die to Master Spell. This is true. This is very true. If we top deck the counter MC, we're in a good shape again, right? That's true. But we have an Argent Squire that spawns a 7/7 taunt. So that's... I think that's just too good, right? Like, yeah, mind control is really bad, but if they don't have it, you just win with this play. Unless they plague you, right? But even then, you're not, like, you haven't lost yet. You still have a Tyrant. If they have mind control, then yeah, it's bad. I'm gonna boil some water. They're taking a long time. Ah, we're playing. Are we playing? Are we playing? We're playing. And it's not mind control. It's not mind control. Them popping that is super sketch. Are we getting a Ruin again? Nova trade. Okay. I mean, they're dealing with it, but it costs them so much. Cost them so much. Tyrant heal? We don't need to. We have our face, right? Obviously, we can Tyrant there, right? That's not a problem, but I'm not gonna Gorehowl face on that turn. So then I may as well just Gorehowl the minion and then keep Tyrant for a taunt. Building a wall, and they paid for it more or less. Because they did. That's the third Nova, yeah. I can see that doing well in the meta. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, that was just the play there. But honestly, the turn where we really did it was where we cleaned that Proto Drake without any issues. That was the turn where we really took it away, because we were not looking too hot until then. But when we just cleared the Proto Drake clean, it was just, whoo, it's very good.
You asked for it.
This is scary. I think I keep Cruel, but I don't keep Flymaster. But I'm not sure. I like the ability to ping something early for sure. I think I have to keep it. I don't like it though, but I think I have to keep it. Yeah, Growhounding the Ooze worked out really well. That's bad. That's really bad. That's game-losingly bad. I have to Cruel that now, don't I? What happens if I just play Flightmaster next turn? I play Flightmaster. They enrage on it. Kill Flight. Oof. I just need to hope they don't have anything, but holy shit, this is bad. We just lose, right? If they have Twin Slice, one drop or whatever, we just lose. No kill, no kill, no kill, no kill. Okay. Did not lose the game immediately. Not losing the game immediately is kind of fun.
Is it gold in the shadows?
Okay, gonna get my coffee.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Hawk Merchant. Renew is pretty good here.
What now?
We might want to trade here. No, we don't, right? No, we still want to trade here. It's not a bad faces either. Trade, faceless, trade. That's a good faceless, right?
What now?
Trade, renew, trade, 5-4. I'll take my faceless here. That's not a bad faceless at all. I want pressure so I can drop Scribe, right? You could try to get one of the scrolls in here, but that's probably too long term, too greedy. Alright, I might just heal now. Interesting. I could renew face, Scale Rider heal. But I could just keep this healthy. Probably start by renewing this and see how far we get. Shouldn't really matter, right? Oh, actually, no, it's better. No, we do it the other way. We get the heal phase then. Thank you, Shinji. Sorry, just trying to not misplay too hard here. If we're gonna do... The thing is I wanted options, right? But I may as well just get extra 2 health. Cleave, Plague, Brawl. I might say this Cleave, but I think I Brawl. But it's so awkward. I'm really not sure on that. Shinji, thank you so much for the 6 months. Welcome back. Very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Brawl is bad in Arena, isn't it? I mean, yes and no. You have to also ask yourself, at what stage of the game are we playing, right? I don't like it. But do I want to pick a Cleave when we already have the board and we're kind of chilling? Because I assume that they have a way to swing the board, maybe with Cycle of Hatred, and then we can Brawl it.
They'll never know what.
Definitely a sad turn for them. Could see a Tyrant now. That's one way of watching for sure, Lunar. I do that too sometimes. Yeah, that's bad. Warrior with heal is alright. Just a use for the hero power, still being able to heal if you use weapons.
I like to think they teach me.
We definitely don't need the initiation now. We can initiation a big demon.
No tomb can hold me. No tomb can hold me.
I wonder.
What a day.
It's a tricky moment.
What now?
If it's vaporize, it's vaporize. Well. Yeah, this deck shouldn't have 12'd, but I will very happily take it. Hey. Just like we 0-3'd, right? A lot of shit went wrong there. a lot of shit went right here. It goes both ways. We take those. We made some good plays as well, of course. Yeah, definitely some things just lined up very well for us.